What we have an exchange program going on. We're getting the California conservatives, we're sending them our liberals.
At this month's CPAC event in Dallas, Governor Abbott joked about how the state's political climate is making some people move out of Texas. For some families, though, it's no laughing matter. Will DuPree learned how concern is driving a new tool to help LGBTQ people leave the state.
This sign went up last week.
Yeah, a lot of people have viewed it.
For the house that Lauren Rodriguez called her dream home.
The photos looked amazing, but made me cry because I designed it to look this great.
She only moved in 2 years ago, but now she says she and her 18-year-old transgender son, Grayson, need to go.
We're definitely not staying in Texas.
I am against this bill.
During the last 2 legislative sessions, Grayson and his mom testified against dozens of proposed restrictions on the trans community, and they worry lawmakers will bring up more next year. The platform adopted this summer by the Texas Republicans may give a hint. Party members said they oppose all efforts to validate transgender identity. However, not every delegate supported that decision.
We're not the Westboro Baptist Church.
Almost every LGBTQ person I'm having dinner with or talking to or whatever has in the back of their mind, what's my plan B?
Bob McCraney is a realtor based in Dallas. Recently, he launched a website called Flee Texas. His service is meant to help LGBTQ Texans sell their homes here and connect with a friendly agent in another state.
If you're looking at this as a money-making venture, then you're not seeing it from the perspective we are. We're here to help people improve their lives and get out from under the weight and the threat that's there for their family.
For Lauren Rodriguez, her family is still searching for a buyer so they can find a place more than 7,000 miles from Texas in New Zealand.
Who knows if it's going to be as great as I think, but I feel like it's worth the chance.
All right, Will joins us now. So that mom said they're moving to New Zealand. Why there instead of some other place?
Yeah, I mean, basically they were just uncomfortable with where the direction is going politically here in the U.S. So they looked at New Zealand and some of the policies they passed over the past few years to give them some basically validation that this is a safer place to go. For instance, in 2013, the New Zealand Parliament made it legal for same-sex marriage to happen there. It was by law, not by a Supreme Court decision that happened here in 2015 in the U.S. Additionally, last year, the Parliament passed a law that made it easier for people to change their sex on their birth certificate, which a lot of advocates there for the LGBTQ community said made it friendlier for non-binary and trans people.
You spoke to a lot of people for this story. Did you find others that were moving out of Texas as well?
Yeah, the Rodriguez family we mentioned in the story is planning a move. They haven't gone just yet, but one very well-known transgender activist here in Texas has already left, Kai Shapley. She has been all over the place, sharing her story, advocating on behalf of the transgender community here in Texas, was even nominated for Time's Kid of the Year for her advocacy and activism. They're already gone. They've moved out of Texas now. They announced that earlier this summer, and now I talked to her mom on the phone, and they are in another place. They say they are safe and happy and that it was well past time to go. They also say they're not sharing where they're going and where they've moved now because of safety concerns.
So the Rodriguez family from your story is looking to move out of the country, but that's not the case for most people. Are there particular states that people are looking to that could be more attractive?
It may come as no surprise that California is a big option. Just this week alone, the legislator there is moving forward with a bill that would essentially offer the state as a refuge for trans people and their families. This bill, if it becomes law, would do things like require California law enforcement not to cooperate with an out-of-state agency's investigation if someone should come to California to seek out and receive gender-affirming care.
All right, Will, thank you very much. Digging deeper, when people leave Texas, where do they go? U.S. Census Bureau data shows California, like Will mentioned, is the top destination. More than 37,000 Texans moved there in 2019. But that year, more than 82,000 Californians moved to Texas. It's the top state for Californians looking to relocate. Colorado was the second most popular place for Texans to relocate. More than 32,000 Texans moved there in 2019. Texas actually had a net migrant loss to Colorado. Only 18,000 Colorado residents made the move to Texas.
The federal government ends the policy of making asylum seekers remain in Mexico. Now more migrants could come to Texas. What that means for communities along the border and the legal battles to come.